I'm so sorry that I haven't been around. Well, I mean, I've been around on the internet, of course. Like, you know, procrastination is the best medicine, I guess. But I'm so sorry that I haven't been around in YouTube with my own video. As I check, it's like a month now that I haven't updated any video at all, which I'm so sorry about that. Please punish me with your virtual egg and tomato in my face. I'll take it all. So I'm going to try and post more video properly every week. Well, what happened was I was ill, then there's Christmas, and then I was ill again, and then I'm really bad at time management. So I'm so sorry about that. I'm gonna try to post more video, and I already edited some video already. Just needed to post it, so I hope you enjoyed that, and see you next week. Bye! Today I'm going to be talking about how to just sit down and write, which is part 2. Sorry. In my last video, I talked about how to just sit down and write with pen and paper and using a digital translation apps to help transfer it to a digital text. But I found that still a long process for me because I have to take pictures of every page that I've done and have to crop it and readjust the page, readjust the image, and do all the other things. No way, I'm just going to go and find another way of doing this. It doesn't really take that long, but it's just I'm just so lazy. Unfortunately, lazy person sitting right here. Hello. So I went and find a way that I can just physically write on the iPhone. I have managed to find a few handwritten recognition apps that allows you to just write and then select and just transfer it to text. So what you need is one of these kind of pen. Well, you can get any kind of pen. This is Android pen that I got, which has this tip thing, and I also got one of this pen. It's a bamboo pen. You can just go and get any odd pen that allows you to physically write. Very cheap, for £3 or £1. I think you can find easily. You don't really need a pen. You can just write it with your finger, but I find it really difficult just to write with your finger, and it's tiring too. Like, index finger is gonna be like, why are you making me work so hard? Yeah, well, I want you to work hard, so you have to do all the work. I don't want to work. Please stop making me work. One of the things that I found really good is Galaxy Notes. They're very good at recognition on handwriting, but I'm an iPhone user, so one of the apps that I use a lot is called GoodNote. If you can see this one. What it does, you can physically write on here. I can write test shows on the iPhone and on the iPad. I find that you have to be very careful. It gives you the zoom in option. You can write it on here. You have to make sure that it's the smallest possible of the zoom in, because if it's not small, you're going to have a horrible time with Word. Oh my god, I nearly wanted to reach in and strangle it. So frustrating. What happened was I wrote a whole bunch of like 2,000 words. It filled just half of the page. I had to sit there for 2 hours or maybe less. I'm probably exaggerating here, but hey, who doesn't? If you don't want to be taking your hair, trying to strangle yourself, make sure that the zoom in is small as possible so that it's recognized that you are trying to write a full page. That's the worst part of it, I guess. On the iPad, it does exactly the same thing, and you can choose any kind of paper. Here, you can just you can zoom in, and there's the button there. Make it as small as possible, so you can write like that, and you can pull the handrest. There's a handrest up and down. The good thing is that it's sync very well with from iPhone to iPad, so everything that you wrote in there would be in the apps, so it's great, so you don't have to be having to move it around all the time, which would just confuse the hell out of you. There's another app which is called Memo, and that is free. People, free, it's free. So, but it's only available on the iPad, so that's the only bad part. And that's the app there. It's very good, does the exact same thing. It allows you to pull up and physically just write on here, and you can just use your hand or get the pen and just write on here. The good thing about this one is that however big your handwriting is, it's amazing because it doesn't do the same thing as good notes. It does recognize that you are trying to write a full sentence in a long sentence, not just like a half freaking page. You can select it and transfer it, and it's very good. So it's free. Who doesn't love free stuff? Come on, I do, and you do too. So free, yes. Another app which is called WritePad. It's this green one. If you don't really like, not seeing the digital writing straight away, this is a good app for you because it detects if I write on it, it just physically change it. So it's very good. But for me, I find it very distracting, and I don't really like it that much because of the fact that I have to stop and wait for it to change, which it stopped my thinking flow. So that's not really good. It's not really my thing. But I think a lot of people out there might like this app because it's so easy to use, and it's automatically changed the writing, and it recognizes the writing very well. I think you need to train it sometime for it to recognize your handwriting. Before you can use any of these apps, you need to go to General and disable Multitasking Gesture. What happens is when you try to write on the on the iPad, because you're pressing your hand on it, it thinks that you're trying to exit the apps or trying to get to another apps. I seriously was in the gap of throwing my iPad against the wall. All these apps does help me write a lot. Even for 15 minutes or 5 minutes, it still helps a lot. At least I wrote something, so there we go. So I hope this helps you guys. If you have any question, comment down below, and please subscribe and like, so that you guys won't be missing anything that I'm going to be talking about, anything important, any help that you can get from me. Hey, good luck with your writing, and drop by to the blog and the Facebook. Bye, see you in the next video, and good luck with your writing.